The other way that you can look at patterns in a relationship comes from Terry Real. He has like a relationship grid, and he's looking at two polarities, or two axes, I should say. One is self-esteem and one is boundaries. And so these are power dynamics that you can look at. So for example, on the self-esteem range, you've got shame on one end and grandiosity on the other end, which is like one-upping, right? And needing to be right all the time. On the boundaries axis, you've got boundarylessness on one side where you really don't know how to hold any boundaries. And then on the other end, you've got being completely walled off. Your boundaries are so strong that nothing can get through and you're not even connecting because you're walled off. So those are the spectrums. And when you put two axes together, now you have four quadrants. And so he will look at relationships in light of these quadrants. Like maybe you are boundaryless and grandiose. Or maybe you're boundaryless and in a one down position where you're in toxic shame. So you're just going to allow somebody to cross your boundaries and you're not going to be able to keep yourself safe, and you're going to accept things that are really unacceptable that are hurting your emotional well-being or your health in general. So one of you might have more power in the relationship, and I think that's something to look at. I think when we look at patterns, who usually has the most power? Who usually is the one that will apologize first? Who usually is the one that gets the most upset? Who is the one that will bail on the conversation first or shut down first, right? You really want to look at what those things are. When we look at boundaries, you want to look at, where am I on this scale or on this axis? Do I feel entitled? Do I push? Do I bulldoze when I don't get what I want? Or am I withdrawing and hiding behind the walls because I'm so scared that I don't know how to hold my boundaries in a healthy way, that I'm just going to put up a wall and then I don't even have to figure out that middle ground? There might be a lot of things behind that, but you kind of want to look at one of these paradigms, and maybe you have your own, and maybe you look at things in terms of attachment styles, right? You've got an anxiously attached person, and then you've got an avoidantly attached person. That's also a cycle. So you really want to kind of like figure out, where do I fall in my patterns?